Watch this video to learn how to play the Hungarian Dance from My First Piano Adventure Level C lesson book. This is the first page of the Hungarian Dance in your lesson book. You will find this on pages 10 and 11. This Hungarian Dance is a well-known classical piece of music. In fact, if you look here at the bottom of the page, you will see a note that tells you that the music you are playing comes from a larger piece called the Hungarian Dance No. 5 in F sharp minor. The composer line tells us that this piece was composed by Johannes Brahms, and it says the word arranged underneath it, which means that it has been altered a little bit, in this case, to make it easier to play for a beginner pianist like you. This paragraph tells us a little bit more about Johannes Brahms. It says, "Hello, I'm Johannes Brahms. I lived over 100 years ago and grew up playing the piano in dance halls in Germany. I learned quickly that a fast dance must have a very steady beat." And this note here is a rhythm hint. It tells us to listen for a great steady beat on the left-hand repeated notes. So this is a dance by Brahms that has a very steady beat, and you'll get to learn more about Brahms in your writing book activity this week. Let's take a look at some of the technical aspects of this piece. It's based on the C5 finger scale, which means that you're going to have both of your hands in our typical C5 finger scale position, which means your right hand thumb will be on middle C and your left hand thumb will be on bass G. Do you see the time signature for this piece? It's right here in the beginning of the music. It is 4/4. 4/4 time means that we have 4 beats in every measure. That's what the top number tells us. And the bottom number tells us that a quarter note gets 1 beat. We're going to begin learning this piece by focusing on lines 1 and 2 first. The first step to learning this line of the piece is to tap out the rhythm, and the easiest way to do that is with our rhythm words. This line is full of tas until the very end where it has 2 tas. Can you tap the rhythm for this line with me? 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Ta. Let's move to the second page and take a look at the rhythm for the second line as well. What do you notice in this line? I see a lot of quarter notes and 2 half notes, and I think it looks a lot like the first line. Do you notice that too? Let's tap the second line together too. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. So for these 2 lines, we do have a rhythm that repeats. I'm going to take all of these rhythm words away, and let's do the final steps of preparing to play these first 2 lines. I noticed repeating notes in the first 2 lines of music. Let's go ahead and circle all of the repeats. The first repeating notes that I see are these 4 Gs in measures 1 and 2. That one that comes after the bar line is particularly tricky, so this circle should help us to remember how many to play. And then we have 2 Gs in the last measure. Looking at the second line on the next page, we have those same 4 Gs that cross the measure of measures 4 and 5. And then at the end of this line, we have 2 bass Cs. I see something else that's pretty important too. It's this repeat sign here at the end of line 2. When we see this repeat sign, we don't just play the second line, we go all the way back to the beginning of the song and play lines 1 and 2 again. But this time, we're going to play them piano. So let's go back to page 1 and take a look at the dynamics. And I see that there is an F-P at the beginning of the music. That means the first time I play, it will be forte. And the second time I play, it will be piano. And with that, let's head to the piano to play these 2 lines of music. We're going to begin by sight reading the first 2 lines. You should have your hands in C position and make sure that you pay really close attention to where we have repeated notes and where they are moving up or down by a step. We start out with your right hand thumb and we'll go straight to your left hand thumb. This first time we are focusing on playing all the right notes, which means we also have to use the right fingers and try to play them in the right time. 1, 2, ready, go. Right, left, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, 2, G's, right, left, 2, 3, 4, down, all the way to 2 C's. Great work. Let's play it again, and this time we're going to focus on those dynamics. So we will play these lines twice. The first time we will play them forte, and the second time we will play them piano. Beginning in measure 1 with your right hand thumb, forte. 1, 2, forte, go. Right, left, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, 2 G's. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, go all the way down to 2 C's. Ta, ta. Now again, but piano. 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, 2 G's, right, left, 2, 3, 4, all the way down, 2 C's. Let's take a look at lines 3 and 4 now. Just like the first 2 lines, we are going to start by focusing on tapping the rhythm. So I am writing in all of the rhythm words for us now. Let's tap it. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Next, let's take a look for the dynamic signs for these 2 lines. Remember, dynamics are what tells us when to play loud and when we should play quietly. I see a forte at the beginning of measure 7, so this line is going to start loudly. The next thing that I see is a piano marking 2 measures later in measure 9, so we're going to go from loud to quiet after just 2 measures. There's just one dynamic sign left, and it is the forte at the beginning of measure 11. It tells us that the entire last line of this piece is loud. Okay, let me take away these colorful notes and we will get ready to mark our music so that we're ready to play. Let's get ready to circle the repeating notes. Circle all of the repeating notes that you see in these 2 lines. That's it. Does your page look like mine? If you missed one of these sets, just go ahead and circle it now on your page. And we are ready to head back to the piano to play lines 3 and 4. When we first start, we're going to begin with your right hand third finger, and these notes are slower because they're half notes. Each of them are a ta-ah. And when we move to your left hand, we'll be moving to its third finger, but the notes are a little quicker because they are all tas. 1, 2, right, 3, and go. Ta, up, ta, down, ta, down, ta. left 3, ta, ta, 2 Fs, ta, ta, and left, right 3 again, ta, up, down, ta, both Gs, ta, 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 and 3 Cs with a ta. This time we're going to focus on playing with the correct dynamics. We start out forte. 1, 2, forte, 3. Ta, 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 ta. Now quiet. Ta, 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 ta. Forte. Both G's, all the way down to C. Great job. Now you know everything that you need to know to really work on this piece and learn how to play it well at home. When you are ready, you can continue with me in the tempo workshop for this piece. I have a link to it up in the right-hand corner.